So fair enough. Good evening, everybody, for joining for this session, and it truly means a lot. All of you might be occupied in various tasks, and you've given this priority for this session. We truly respect that, and we'll make sure that you get enough learning from today's session. All of us been going through various learning, and I think this is one of the important quality an individual carries, which is growth oriented, and you're truly demonstrating by attending today's session. And once again, welcome you all. I'm Virendra Singh Rathod. I'll be the host for the session along with my colleague Dr. Anshul Dhingra. And those who don't know about our organization, I just quickly take few minutes to share about what we do, what we are, and what is this All Skill India movement all about. What are you going to learn from today's session? As an organization, we've been into almost uh, more than 10 years working in space of learning and development. And I request everybody to just keep your microphone on mute. We have purposely kept this as a meeting because we wanted to have two-way
Not
interaction.
audible, sir.
Viren, your voice is breaking.
Is it? Is it
Yes.
better, Anshul, now?
Yes. Please.
So I request everybody to just if you can possibly keep your microphone on mute. We have kept this as a meeting room so that there is a two-way interaction. We'll ask you when to unmute yourself and initiate the two-way interaction. Yeah. So as an organization, this is we firmly believe is creating a positive transformation in individual and organization, help them to achieve their true potential. And we believe that each individual come with some amount of a potential, and if that potential can be nurtured well, guided in a correct direction, there's nothing an individual can achieve. So that's the overall purpose which at Challenging Horizons we follow, and which drives us to create various learning interventions for our participants and organization. So as an organization, what we do, these are the three services we provide. We provide training solutions at all the levels in the organization, starting from a leadership development program. You have already attended our leadership program. We do a lot of customized program for managers, people at individual contributor role, and also we support entrepreneurs also with a specific program. In consulting practices, we support L&D in driving various intervention and a few business consulting projects which we take. Now, what do I mean by business consulting project? Where an organization want to achieve a particular goal, where they feel that learning can play important part in achieving that role. So
Yeah, Viren.
yeah, sorry, Anshul.
You're back.
I'm
Okay, never mind. These, now we are, when we are using a lot of technology, we need to also understand that there could be hiccups, and we all appreciate and embrace that. But in the meanwhile, I asked every individual to introduce themselves on the chat box so that I know, and it will be better for me to engage with them in the right way. So please continue, Viren.
Sure. Thank you, Anshul. And apologies for a network challenge. Anshul, in case I get disconnected, you can lead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I was just sharing that as an organization, these are the three areas where we work. And the most important part, we also are few of the rare behavioral skills training organization, which have our own LMS where we are supporting with our clients. So we started our preparation of creating a technology platform almost a year back. And today a couple of organizations are leveraging the technology which we have created in terms of driving learning programs online. So we'll definitely share it with you more details about it. And as an organization, as I mentioned, there's more than 10 years we have been working in the space of learning and development, 200 plus organization. We have partnered with 19 different industries. We have worked. Our team consists of senior facilitators. Anshul is one of them. You're going to witness his expertise today. Content team, researchers, and the business development team. So that's what a very small team we have as a consulting or training and consulting organization. These are the few of the clients where we have been delivering various learning intervention. I can see a lot of people from Godrej have joined. Thank you for joining for the session. Moving forward, coming to the theme of these series, So what we thought, uh, when the COVID thing started impacting various businesses, and I can say each one of us at some point of the other have been impacted by uh, the COVID thing. Now it's the new normal. We can't stop our work, but we have to continue this journey. But to continue this journey, a lot of us were not ready how we need to operate. Businesses have changed. People they used to interact have changed. These, we used to do these sessions in person. Now it's completely changed. We are meeting virtually. So what we have realized that there are few skill sets which are very important for an individual in this current time to succeed, because trust you me, none of us were prepared. And to be very honest, nobody has a clear roadmap how things going to move forward. As we are progressing in this journey, we are also getting visibility. We are also adapting to the new things. So what we did as an organization, we identified 9 core skills which an individual need to learn, which can help him to give some visibility in these challenging times. So with that thought process, we created Skill India movement, and today's session is focusing on personal development for professional success. So I will not talk more about the subjects. No, we have an expert today to talk about, and let me introduce Anshul. So Anshul comes with a very, very rich experience in training and consulting. He is one of the few individuals who have been personally trained by the global gurus. Arthur Karmazi is one of them, legendary Brian Tracy, and Anshul is the first Brian Tracy certified coach, personally trained by Brian Tracy, went to US, did his certification, came back, started doing various programs, flagship programs of Brian Tracy. And over a period of time, Anshul has impacted many individuals. His expertise is majorly into the personal development sessions. He worked with a lot of organizations, large and small, and the overall purpose, what Anshul is, transforming those organizations and the individual through his expertise. And Anshul, all over to you. I'm sure you're going to give great insight, and all of us are joined. There are 44 people who have joined today. Will take some learnings which they can go and apply with some tools and techniques. So all over to Anshul. Wish you all the best. Anshul, you're on mute, I think.
So sorry. So sorry. Okay. Once again, thank you so much, Viren, for first of all, a wonderful movement which you started. And I believe all of you will agree that in this time when we are trying to strive and thrive, an initiative like this is really, really important, because a meaningful conversation, a meaningful input in the right way can give us the right purpose, and the right purpose can give us the right direction. Because right now, we are all trying to strive and thrive in different areas of our life, not only in personal front, all in professional front. So I'm going to today share with you certain key elements of peak performance based on what I experienced in last 150 days, or rather 130 days. And it's purely based on the science of human peak performance, and also some learnings from the great Brian Tracy and Arthur F. Karmazi. Okay, so quickly tell me, what is that one thing? What is that one element which has bothered you in last 120 days? I don't want you to, write long sentences. Just one word or simple phrase or one sentence maximum. Write down what is that one word or one sentence which has bothered you personally in last 120 days. Health and hygiene, future, uncertainty, Lack of face-to-face interaction with the stakeholders, yes. Human connect, yes, very good. Unpredictability of the market, yes. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your responses. Now my question is, uh, you know, this is a very typical question we ask whenever we meet a new individual or our colleagues or our friends or somebody. It's a general question we ask, how are you doing? And my dear friend, in last 120 days, is there audio breaks from my end?
No, I think Anshul, I can hear perfectly okay. I think it's from
Okay.
participants' end.
Okay, please. So dear friends, in last 120 days, when I asked this question to people working in different arenas of life, be it a business owner, be it a leader managing a team, be it managers managing a team, be it supervisors, be it any individual managing people, working with people, living in a house, managing families. When I asked them, how are you doing? I got the same issue. I got the same response, which I used to get earlier. But there was a hidden pain. There was a hidden pain in their voice. And I want to tell you what. So normally if somebody asks you, how are you doing? What you reply? Quickly, write down on the chat box. Let's make it a little interesting today. And I want to give you certain pure fundamentals. Good, yes, very good. It's a very general question. How are you doing? Nice. All is well. Great. Curiosity, good, wonderful. People generally used to say, I am fine. But dear friends, in last 120 days, this impact has created a new definition for fine. Where fine, people were saying fine, but what they meant inside in their heart or in their mind, they have these kind of feelings. Unloved, lonely, lost, betrayed, angry, devastated, worthless, abandoned, confused, unhappy, depressed, broken, hated, trapped, feel like I am a failure. This is what people were sharing when they said I was fine or I am fine. The picture represents the real us. Most of us in the last 120 or 130 days. Now, why all this happened? We all have gone through certain storm of uncertainty and other things. I want to give you what has happened. Just let's have a recap of what happened in last 120 days. And I want all of you to pay attention. First, there was battles of mind and heart. Very, very crucial battle between mind and heart. Because there were certain feelings which were guiding us at one point of time. Then there were certain logics which guided us at one point. So there was a fight between logics and emotions. And sometimes we accept logics and sometimes we were accepting emotions. But most of us are facing this crucial battle. There was a cloud of suspicious and doubts. Most of you have written that there was a curiosity, there was an uncertainty, feeling of failure, feeling of unknown, fear of unknown. All this has been because of we were having a lot of clouds of suspicious and doubt because something has happened for the first time in years. There was winds of gloom, tornado of depressions and feelings. There were cyclones of discontentment. We were not happy. We were not contented with what we are doing or with the situation or the way we are handling the situation. There were storms of fear. Fear for our loved ones, fear for our family, fear for the future, fear for our job, fear for our people around us, fear for every small and big things. what we fought is a battle, my dear friends. How many of you agree that we all fought a very strong battle of mind and heart, of uncertainty and certainty, of confusions, and going against the wind? We have all fought a battle. How many of you agree with me? Just type yes. If you agree that we all have fought a battle, yes. Great. Thank you. That was great. Thank you. Try to be participative like this, and I'm sure you're going to learn a lot of good things today. Now, today, when things are getting normal, there is a lot of talk and discussion all around about what is going to be the new normal of the new India. Winning this battle today is now very, very important. There was uncertainty and there is still uncertainty of various things. There was confusion and there is still a confusion. But my dear friends, we need to take certain actions. We need to take certain steps in order to take the right move. And we have to win this battle, which is going between our mind and heart, if we really want to win this game of life and success and a good career and a good growth in our life. If we have to win all these things, we need to win this battle. And now, while winning this battle, there is a one powerful statement which needs to be understood in a very, very in a great way. First of all, if you know, the Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. He said the results of 100 battle is, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you know your strength, you need not fear. But what is happening today? There are two things which we don't know. We need to know, but we don't know. We don't know the enemy. We don't know the impact this enemy of corona or this complete impact or the corona pandemic has created. We don't know this enemy, how long this is going to impact us, and we don't know ourselves 100%. We don't know, most of us don't know the real strength we possess, the real power we possess. And that is why the chances of getting defeated becomes more. And hence, it is the time that when you don't have a control over your enemy, what is that one thing you can control? You can control yourself. You can empower yourself. You can strengthen yourself and enable yourself to fight this battle. Because the more prepared you are, the better you are in a position to fight a battle. And next slide indicates the same thing. It says that life battles don't always go to the stronger or the faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who think he can, the man who think he can, the man who takes first step, the man who start it, the man who take a pledge that I will do it. And that is where this program, this today's concept is all about. We all today, through the Skill India movement, we all want people like you, wonderful leaders like you, that you must now start taking actions in the right directions so that this battle can be won, so that you can have a better future, so that you can create future and opportunities for people around you. And you need to be empowered and you need to behave and act like a leader. So now, are you ready to change? Quickly tell me. Do you believe, first of all, if you believe you need a change, and which most of us believe we do that, now I want to know whether you are ready to change or not. Yes. Although I'm asking this question, are you ready? But today's, my dear friend, this question has no relevance. The question is, we all need to change, and there is no second thought about it. There is no second thought about it because the situation has made us like this. Now today, I want to give you one more thing. Whenever we talk about change, there is a certain process through which we all go through. But whenever there is a change, change can either bring growth or change can bring grief. Change can open possible opportunities for you, or change can bring a potential loss for you. It is how you understand change. It is how you manage change. It is how you prepare yourself for change. It is how you intercept or interpret change and start taking actions for that change. All that will create a growth or grief story for you. And today, when we are in an environment where there is a lot of negativity, where there is a lot of stress, lot of pressure, and in that environment of competition, pressure, and uncertainty, we need to perform. We better make sure that we have a right strategy towards the growth aspect. If we don't go towards the growth aspect, if we don't change for the growth, we will end up in so much grief that not only us, people around us will also be affected, and we will be responsible, and we can become responsible for losses, potential losses for many people. So today we all have to accept, first thing, that when we need to change to create possible opportunities for growth. We need to change to create possible opportunities for growth for people around us. And we need to consistently focus on this. If you agree with me, type yes. If you all agree that you will change and explore possible opportunities for growth, type yes. Wow, great. Wonderful, wonderful. Now today, I want all of you to grab a pen and paper and make sure that you note all these relevant points. Today, I am going to share with you 11 principles, just 11 master principles to master personal development for professional success. 11 principles for you. And believe you me, these 11 principles has the power. I am saying this with 16 years of experience of experiencing these principles, supporting entrepreneurs, business leaders throughout the country. These 11 principles have helped me create the foundation for a transformational impact. These 11 principles have helped me create a tremendous impact in the life of multiple people. These 11 principles has the potential to transform your life. And that is the reason I'm saying you need to be very focused and make notes of each and every aspect, and this is going to be a wonderful journey for you today. Okay, so let me begin with principle 1. Principle 1, very simple. Understanding the real difference between resources and resourcefulness. Very, very important aspect. Why I have put that as a principle 1? Because today, in last 150 days, my number 1 principle used to be something different. But I have, I made this slide as the number 1 slide, because today, what most of us are lacking is not resources, is the feeling of resourcefulness. We started doubting on our abilities. We have started doubting on our skills, on our knowledge, on our ways to manage things and people. Because of the situation, things are not working in the right direction. Things might not be working in the way we want to work, or things we are not able to get the responses which we used to get earlier. But today, the best part, the crucial element is we all need to understand that these two differences, these two words can create a successful life or can create a failure within us. We all are born with resourcefulness. We are all born with all the skills and abilities required to create a successful individual. We have within us. It is how we dig deep, how we nurture it, how we manage it, and how we execute it. We all have all the resources required within us to create a success story. And here it says, the truth is, resources are never the real problem. I don't have the right people. I don't have right money. I don't have, good clients to serve. I'm not getting payments on time. I have cash flows issues. People are not working with loyalty. People leave these organizations without informing. There is trust issues. There is loyalty issues. All these feelings sometimes create, and this pandemic time has really created a doubt in the mind of various leaders when they're thinking and when they started blaming on the resources, that they don't have resources. But very important is we first need to understand that we need to capitalize on the resourcefulness within us. Because resources are not in our control. Resourcefulness is. If we feel like we are resourceful, we will try to find out the right element. We will try to find out how we can do it. As rightly said by Tony Robbins, it's not resources but resourcefulness that ultimately makes the difference. And that is the number one principle. So if you all agree that you will always strive to work on this element of resourcefulness, and you will never ever think or get concerned or get angry or any different negative emotions because of resources. Now say I commit. If you commit that you will feel more resourceful from today and you will help people feel more resourceful, say I commit. Type I commit. Very good. Thank you. I will take commitments from each one of you because I want you all to make a difference in your life and people around you, so that the Skill India movement, which we have started, becomes really a Skill India movement for the country. Thank you so much. That's really amazing. Now moving ahead to principle 2. Very, very important. Once you start feeling resourceful, you will also automatically attract positive thoughts. You will attract visionary thoughts. You will attract thoughts which has deeper understanding and deeper meaning. You automatically start having that. And because it's rightly said, your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. How it happens? Now, any thought, we have thousands and multiple thoughts coming in our mind every single day. When one thought get attached or get supported by an emotion, what happens? It gives a reason. Reason could be for a negative element, for a positive element. Because of that reason, we take certain actions. And because of those actions, consistently, we have one direction, and that direction defines our destiny. Assuming if we have a good thought coming in our mind, which is supported by, like for example, we want to do something for our parents. It's a good thought coming in our mind, and emotion is, they have done everything for me in their life. They have contributed, they have supported me, they have sacrificed things for me. So there is a strong emotions that I have to do something for my parents. And because of that emotion, the cause, the reason, the purpose is so strong that it compels me to take consistent action in one direction, whatever I want to do for them, so that the destiny is what I really want to achieve out of this thought can be achieved because I wanted to do this for my parents. Similarly, so any thought that comes in your mind and which is related to your personal life, professional life, try analyzing those thoughts. See what kind of emotions you are attracting, you are attaching to that thought. Is that a biased emotion? Is that an emotion which is not required? Are you sometimes or mostly feeling negative, and that is the reason why you are attaching negative emotions to your thought, that yaar ye to nahi ho sakta, I think aisa nahi hona chahiye, log nahi karenge, ya pata nahi ye cheezein kaise hongi. Any kind of negative emotions can come in your mind, which if attracted to the thought will have a deeper impact on the cause. And if there is a deeper impact on the cause, your actions automatically get affected, which will affect your purpose and direction. And ultimately, you will not get the destiny you're destined for. So I want all of you to just right now, just 30 seconds, for just 30 seconds, close your eyes and think about one strong thought. Any thought coming in your mind, try to attach it to one emotion. See what kind of emotions you are attaching that thought with. And that emotion has the power to give a strong cause, a strong because, a strong why, a strong reason. And because of that strong reason only, you are taking certain consistent actions. Because of that certain consistent actions in one direction, your destiny gets destined and your destiny gets changed. So your thoughts are the architect. So what you need to do, you have to commit to me today that you will start analyzing your thoughts, and you will start analyzing your thoughts through this matrix and try to make yourself understand how you are relating your thoughts with your emotions, and how those emotions are attracting your reasons, how those reasons are impacting your actions and the direction in which you want to move to achieve certain things in your life. If you commit that you will follow, you will analyze your thoughts, and you will try to improve every single day, say, I commit. Quickly write, I commit. This is the framework. You can click a picture of this and you start thinking about thoughts and try to analyze whether you are thinking in the right way. Thank you so much. Great, great. Now moving to principle 3. Thinking and reasoning. Very, very important concept. Now this is my question to you. Okay, how many of you will agree that many times we stopped at the thinking level only? Some things comes in our way, we need to think on that, and we stopped, we try to analyze things by thinking on it, and we combine certain emotions that we have associated with the event and decide that it is true without reasoning. This is because by the time we get to the thinking part, we have already started acting and more fittingly reacting to the situation. Let me explain it to you in a very simple way. What happens normally, we need to take certain decisions in our life, and there is a situation in front of us. When we start thinking about it, because we feel that we have a lot of confidence and capability and knowledge to deal with this in the right way, we just are having a thinking in our mind how to deal with it. There is certain emotions which is maybe attached because of your past experience, because of your knowledge, because of your understanding of the situation, or maybe that, whether that is right or wrong, but there is a emotion attached to your thinking. So as and when your emotion gets attached to your thinking process, it automatically gives you a command and you start responding to the situation rather reacting to the situation. And till the time you want to see whether it is right or wrong, you have already started taking action. Most of us are just taking certain decisions, actions in our life based on only thinking mode. And there is a strong difference between thinking and reasoning. Why do we all have regrets in our life? Why we have, sometimes we take certain actions and then we regret that, oh, I should not have done in the same way, or I should have thought in a deeper way. There's a lot of things we are doing day in, day out, and most of us are taking a lot of decisions every single day. Now what happens, I want to give you today a clear understanding of what is thinking and what is reasoning. These definitions are going to help you. Thinking is the process that interprets events and surrounding. It is just a process that interprets events and surrounding based on your existing knowledge, your existing experience. Reasoning stores interpretations and determine if they are true. Reasoning is when you convince yourself, not based on any emotion, but based on emotions as well as logics, based on your cognitive as well as your limbic. So reasoning plays a very important role. If we are convinced with certain things, and we have less regrets in our life. We will not blame people and situations and circumstances because we have gone through a structured process of reasoning. In our different various programs where we help people understand the real potential of peak performance and develop peak performance in individual, we go in depth in making people understand what is the power of thinking and reasoning. We help them interpret their different decisions, their different actions based on thinking and reasoning. And dear friend, the difference between thinking and reasoning is called intelligence. We use the word intelligence a lot many times, but today I want to give you this basic difference, because in this pandemic time, what has impacted, we all started taking actions based mostly on the thinking aspect, not raw reasoning. And why we are not going towards the reasoning? Because sometimes emotions of uncertainty, fear, loneliness, or any kind of pressure from the environment or surrounding is guiding us, is actually pushing us to take those kind of actions. Hence, I want all of you, it's my personal request to all of you, because all of us are very, very beautiful and wonderful individual, start operating from the reasoning mindset, not only from the thinking mindset. This is going to any Mandar, it's like, for example, now there are things which we need to, like for example, what people have gone through in last 120 days, mostly one thing, how to manage people in the virtual environment. For example, how to manage teams in that environment. Now, while managing team, there are challenges which are coming up. But if we just understand, if we just go through, if we just operate from a thinking mindset, whatever is the first reaction that will come into your mind, you will start taking actions accordingly. That people are not working, so how to manage? The virtual environment is a new thing for most of us. I'm really sorry, I will not just go back and skip. It will create, defocus my presentation. Please help me in going in the smooth way, in the right way. Thank you. So now
We have
managing
kept
people
15
can be,
minutes, Anshul, we have kept in end 15-minute time exclusively for all the questions.
yes, sure. Thank you. So what happens is, now when we start reasoning, what we will do, we will try to understand the emotions of that individual. When we try to reason, we will understand the specific skill set or specific quality that individual possess, and we start communicating with that individual in the right way, in the right language. We start delegating the right thing to the right person. We will develop a team based on a strong reason, a strong cause, when we understand different people in a different way. So when we go a little deeper in understanding people, that is where we are operating from a reasoning mindset. Otherwise, whatever we take decisions every single day, it is mostly on the thinking mindset, that we think and we take an action. We think and we take an action. Most of that work, sometime it doesn't work, but if we operate from a reasoning mindset, most of the time it is going to work, and it is going to work in your favor. So now, this is principle 3. How many of you commit that you will start acting? You will understand, you will, first of all, sorry, how many of you will go in depth in understanding whether you are operating from a thinking mindset or a reasoning mindset, and you will start operating more on the basis of, and create intelligence in your daily conversations, actions, and behavior? How many of you commit that you will move towards an intelligent way and operate through intelligence? Agree with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Chiranjeev. I will start today onwards. Thank you, Vishas. With you, sure. Thank you. Great. So these 3 definition is really going to make a lot of difference in your mind and in your operations, the way you operate things. Moving ahead, I want to share with you now the principle 4. This is called insanity. So principle 4 is be aware and deal with 4 insanities. Now, what are those 4 insanities? And my dear friend, this is going to be really amazing for you. If you start getting aware of these insanity and start operating in the right way, you will see that most of the challenges, most of the angerness or dissatisfaction which is there, which sometimes comes because of different people, different situation, different understanding, will get away from in our life. First of all, first insanity which you should be aware of and deal with is what you perceive and experience as real. So all of us have got a different parenting, we all brought up in a different environment. We have got different belief system, different religion, different customs, different understanding of various situations and circumstances of life. We have been able to deal with different situations in a different way. So what you perceive and experience is real. If you just deal with this insanity, what is going to happen? You will start accepting the perception and experiences of other people. You will start believing what others are also believing. You will start understanding their model and the way they are operating. And this will give you a more power to be with people, to understand people around you in a whole different way. This is going to empower your relationships, power up your relationships with people, and will give you a different level of achievement in your life. So what you perceive and experience is real. That is an insanity. Different people, different experiences, different perception. We need to understand and we need to accept that. Second, another second insanity is, if you can do it, others will be able to. Now, I want to ask this question. This is really funny. I want to ask you this question. How many of you who are managers or business leaders or entrepreneurs, how many times you have felt कि यार ये तो इतना छोटा सा काम है यार, आपने अभी तक नहीं किया? You know, I have done this work multiple times. Why these small issues? मुझे इन छोटे छोटे कामों के लिए लोगों को बार बार क्यों कहना पड़ता है? मुझे छोटी छोटी चीजों के लिए बार बार लोगों को रिमाइंडर क्यों देना पड़ता है? ये तो इतना आसान काम है, अगर मैं करने बैठूंगा तो मैं 15 मिनट में कर सकता हूं. How many times you have said these things or experienced these things in your life? If you have experience, say I. Always. Good. So I think I must tell you, this is a challenge. This is something great. You're a prisoner of your own expectations. Yes, many a time, lots of time. So now, dear friends, what happens is, most of us who are here right now on this webinar, we are someone who takes action, and that is the reason you are here. Correct? You have taken actions to be here. One of the reason of a strong a progressive individual, a wonderful man who really wants to grow in his life, is actions. You have taken certain actions, and you believe by taking certain actions, you will get the desired results. So slowly and slowly, we start believing that when I can do it, why can't people? Now, from tomorrow, or even from today's evening, don't assume that. Don't expect that. Different people, different knowledge, different skills, different experience. Accept that. And embrace that, and let them be who they are. Develop people around you in the way they operate from here, not the way you want them to operate. People are people and not robots. So always remember that this is an insanity, that if you can do it, people can also do it. So third, people should be fair. All of us have expectation that people around us should be fair. They should not cheat. They take accountability. They take responsibility. They do the work in the right way, in the right spirit, as we want them to do. But we don't get this expectation. Now, why this happened? Because this is an insanity which is there in our mind, that we believe that people should be fair. People are people. They do what they want to do. They do based on their interest. And we all know that human beings are the most selfish creatures on this planet Earth. We do everything for certain reasons. We need to understand reasons of the people. We need to align people in the right way. And we should stop believing that people should be fair. Fourth, truth is universal. So what is my truth cannot be your truth. What can be your truth can be my truth and cannot be my truth. So we can't force people that what you believe in, people should also believe in. What you feel right, people should also feel right. These four insanities, if you just remove it from your life, you will have a beautiful life, my dear friends. And I must tell you, from this experience of as a peak performance coach, I have been successfully able to help multiple business leaders and entrepreneurs in eliminating these four insanities from their life, and they have multiplied their performance like anything. And they are, just forget about performance, they are really happy and fulfilled from within. So how many of you commit to me that you will try your level best to overcome and remove these four insanities and accept the people and situation as they are and try to deal with them? Say, I commit. Wow, good. Great. Now, before moving forward, I want to know whether uh, whether you are engaged with me or not, although you're responding. Now, quickly write, out of those 4 principles, which is that one principle you are going to apply immediately? Quickly. One principle you're going to apply immediately. I want to just show you one more time. Understanding between resources and resourcefulness. Thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Thinking and reasoning. Be aware and deal with 4 insanities. Out of these 4 principles which we have read and understood, I want to know. Yes, principle 1, 2, great. Can you please mute?
I'll do that then.
Okay, thank you. P3, P4. Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you. Let me move ahead now. Go ahead. Thinking and reasoning is the most important according to me. Thank you, Mohammad Karam. Let me unmute. Okay, great. Now, this is very, very important. Okay, principle 5, managing the game of decisions and time. And I think most of you have read this somewhere, because it's a common statement in most of the articles, journal, that all of us as a business leader, as a professional, are paid for the decisions we make in our life, are paid for the decisions we make in our professional or personal life. And there is a beautiful game between decision and time. And when the time is tough like this, when the time is crucial like this, we need to be double sure that we are taking the decisions in the right time frame. Now, I want to ask you that there are 4 situations, okay? There will be 4 situations when we have to take a decision, and there is a relationship between decision and time. Today, this is going to be a great discovery. I want to know from you, what happens when you take a wrong decision at a right time? What happens? Quickly. Please tell me in the chat box. What happens if you take a wrong decision at a right time? It's a disaster, okay? Anyone else? Wrong decision at a right time. It's a loss. Great. It's a confusion. It's a learning. Great, great, great. It's a loss of opportunity. Loss. Okay, I got your point. Undesirable results. Okay, fail to achieve desired output. Very good, very good. Mess your life. Yes, Menka Patel, you are absolutely right. You will mess your life. Second, what happens when you take a wrong decision at a wrong time? And this most of us have done in your life. You fail, yes. You fail. What happens when we take wrong decisions at wrong time? Misery, tough, feel miserable, yes. Disaster, back foot, backfire. It is going to backfire, no doubt about it, yes. Multiplied losses. Thank you so much. Now, moving ahead, what happens when you take a right decision at a wrong time? Right decision at a wrong time. It's a wow. Learning and unlearning, failure, luck, okay, great. May not be so useful, okay, too late, value proposition is less, great. No support, less award, wonderful. Now, last question. And this situation we all want most of the time in our life, or rather every time in our life, that to take right decisions at right time. What is it? What will happen? Success, great, opportunity, bingo, achievement, fruitful, achieve desired output, achievement. So now I give you what happens in different state. So when there is a wrong decision taken at a right time, it is called a mistake. A wrong decision at a right time is called a mistake. A wrong decision at a wrong time is a disaster. Most of you have put it in the right way, is a disaster. Right decision at a wrong time is unaccepted. It will never be accepted. Maybe your decision is right, but because the time is wrong. And this third element, right decision at wrong time, we all have experienced in last 120 days. There were certain decisions which we took right, but the time was not right. And hence, sometimes it backfired and sometimes we were able to overcome things. So it is unaccepted. People were not really accepting things, maybe it right or wrong. And right decision at right time will give you growth and success. So if you agree that, if you commit that you, and I want you to take a picture of this, I want you to be sure whenever you are taking a decision, you will refer to this picture and understand whether it is a wrong decision at a right time, wrong decision, wrong time, right decision at a wrong time, a right decision at a right time. If you are able to, I personally have a picture on my wall with this phrases, with this, this chart in front of me. And every time I try to take certain crucial decision, I take a reference of this chart. But when we take decisions at the time, it appears to be right. Yes, but when, Neeraj, when we take a conscious effort by thinking and reasoning, we will get to the intelligent part of it and we can control or we can influence the output part. I hope you agree. Because sometimes whether we are taking a decision that could be right, but if there is a statement in front of us, we will try to reevaluate and we will go into a reasoning mode rather than a thinking mode. And we'll try to justify or convince us with our decision with right logics, with right understanding, and we take a decision. The more we are in control of the decision, the more we are empowered with the right knowledge, skills, attitude, experience while taking a decision, the more chances are we will be on the right track. Sometimes we aren't aware of the right or wrong time. Yes, but more we are in control, we increase probability. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. You got my point. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes we aren't aware of the right or the wrong time. Yes, true. Most of the things are not in our control, but what is in our control? We need to focus on that. Our control is on the reasoning part. God has, or the human nature has given us this mind to think, the brain, the mind to intelligently act and take decision. Taking decision is important. Wonderful, Sunilji. Wonderful. And analyzing time. Wonderful. So moving ahead, very important. Once you take a decision, what happens? Sometimes you need to communicate it to yourself first, and then you need to communicate it to the people around, and then you start acting on it. So very, very important now. Once the decision is taken, another principles which has a deeper impact in our life is called the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. It is rightly said by the legendary Tony Robbins multiple times in various articles and in different programs. Now what happens? To effectively communicate, what we need to do, we must realize that we all are different in a way we perceive the world, and use this understanding as a guide to our communication with ourselves and with others. Every people upbringing is different, parenting is different. Every person's, if you want to succeed, the double your failure rate. Yes, Neeraj, you're very right. But then communication, how you communicate it to yourself. Like for example, I give you one example. All of you, wherever you are sitting, just say with me, I think I can do it. Just say, I think I can do it. You don't need to unmute yourself. Just say, I think I can do it. Just unmute. Don't mute, sorry, let it be on mute. Just say it yourself and experience. First say, I think I can do it. Second, say, I can do it. Third, say, I will do it. I think I can do it. I can do it. I will do it. 3 statements, almost meaning the same, but used in a different context. If you are somebody who use this statement that I think I can do it, if you have a team of people around you who mostly says, sir, I think I can do it, what they are trying to say, that there is a probability whether it can be done or not. There are 50% chances. I think I can do it is still a state of question, is still a question, is a state of doubt. They are not sure whether they can do it or not. So if you give this commandment and communicate this to your mind, what is going to happen? Your brain will start operating in that half-hearted way. And it will give a command in the half-hearted way. And your input will be 50%. But what you are expecting is 100% output. and hence there will be dissatisfaction. Now the second stage, I can do it. What you're trying to communicate to yourself or people around you, that you have skills, that you have potential, that you have the right knowledge to execute the things. I can do it means you are telling your potential, means you are telling your ability to do it. And finally, when you say I can do it, what you are saying, what you are representing, or sorry, I will do it, you are giving commandment or communicating it to your brain that whatever it may be, if it can be done, I will do it. If it is to be, it is up to me, and no one else can stop me. That's how a strong affirmation can support you in your life. That's how these affirmations or these statements can have a deeper impact in the way you communicate to yourself, and that has a deeper impact through your communication to the people around you. So always remember, your quality of life is executed, and the results and output is directly proportional to that. How many of you agree that quality of your life is the quality of your communication? Quickly. How many of you agree that quality of your life is the quality of your communication? Yes, very good. Now, what I want you to do. Wow, great, thank you. Now quickly, what I want you to do is, there is another meaning and understanding to this. What I want from you, quickly write down the first word or phrase that comes in your mind when I say this word called success. Quickly write down what is that first word or sentence comes in your mind when I say success. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Satisfaction, money, achievement, happiness, goal achieved. Great. Unending journey, peaceful life, proud, achievement, good. Now, what is that first word that comes in your mind when I say growth? Progress, profit, happy, continuous progress, promotion. Wow, good. Satisfaction. Okay, thank you. What is that first word that comes in your mind when I say the word fear? Failure, uncertainty, loss. Great, great, great. Failure, lack of confidence, anger, panic. Now my next word, what is that first word that comes in your mind when I say love? Family. Wow, great. Emotions, bliss, affection, being loved, wife. Wow. Neeraj, I think I will share this chat with your wife. She'll be very happy. Acceptance, family and passion. Great. Now, last but not the least, position, command, respect, power. Respect, growth. Leadership is not position. Top, responsibility, respect, achievement. Wow, great. I am getting some great words. So now what is the conclusion? Quickly. See, all of us have a different meaning and interpretation of different words. And that is how I want to relate the previous examples of encoded assumptions or insanities or being resourcefulness. We have a different understanding and different desire and different expectation, and has a different meaning of different words in our life. And the way we communicate with this word with ourselves, for somebody success is money, for somebody it is growth, for somebody it is contribution, for somebody it is responsibility, for somebody it is power. Different individual operating differently from here, and with different stages of life, with different stages of professional career and growth, they have a different definition for things. These are referred to as something called emotional drivers. And that is why I asked you these questions. So today the conclusion after doing this activity is you all need to consciously be aware that whether your definition of success is matching with your team or not. Is your definition of fear and love matching with your loved ones or not? Is your definition with your position matching with people or not? Your definition and others' definition, if they are different and you're working under one roof, you want to achieve certain one target, it has to be aligned. You need to understand how professionally and personally people are communicating to themselves and to people around. And that is where the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. Your meaning of the word has a power, and which needs to be transferred to the other, which needs to be aligned with the others. I hope you agree. And if you agree, commit to me that from today, you will consciously make an effort, that you will see what you are communicating to yourself, so that you make quality of your life as a quality of your communication true for yourself. Say, I commit, quickly. Thank you. Thank you. Now, once you have a clarity of the thought process, you start feeling that you are resourceful and you are empowered, you are confident that you can do it. You start the right way. What happens now? What you need a direction. You need a specific set of roadmap, which is called blueprint. So maybe earlier it was not that important for you, but today, if you don't have a life blueprint, my dear friends, you need to work on that. Today, because this is a whole lot of different program to create a life blueprint, but today I'm going to give you a small synopsis of how you can start working on the life blueprint, which is very, very important. Life blueprint today, why it is important? Because we are dealing in an era right now which is highly competitive. We are in the era which is the most competitive era of the human history. We are in the era where there is a lot of uncertainty. We are dealing with the VUCA world, where there is a lot of volatility and uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity in the market. What we need to do, we need to have a blueprint, because that is only in our control. We cannot control the environment. We cannot control the economic forces. We cannot control our external forces. What we have a control in ourselves. We all know this. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये चीजें जो मैं आज आपको बता रहा हूँ ये आपको पता नहीं है. What I want to emphasize today is take action. Start taking, you need to take actions in these elements, because today, when we really need to bounce back, we really need to strive and thrive in our personal and professional life, we need to create a blueprint, because life conditions can be anything. Bad, good, worst. But if you have a good blueprint, there could be chances of you being happy in your life. But if there is a life condition, be it negative, worst, positive, whatever, and you don't have a blueprint, it will always give you a pain. And how to create a simple structure, how to start fundamentally by create this process of blueprint is by understanding these three words: be, do, and have. Just create this chart on a piece of paper, nothing else. Just click a picture, create this chart on a piece of paper. Now, what is B? B is what you really want to become. Maybe your goals, maybe your aspirations, defined in a measurable way. Defined in a measurable way. Be it with time, how much, anything. So aspiration. So define first what you really aspire to become. Secondly, what you need to do, your behaviors and actions in order to become who you want to become. And if you take those actions, what are the results you are expecting when you are trying to become what you want to become? So B is what you aspire to become. You might aspire to become a business leader. What actions you need to do, what behaviors you need to do. You need to list down those behaviors. You need to list down those personal behaviors and start working on each and every aspect. You need to evaluate what you possess and what you don't have. तो आपको एक लिस्ट बनाना है उन behaviors और actions की जो आपकी लाइफ में एक रोल मॉडल लीडर्स हैं, एक रोल पीक परफॉर्मर्स हैं, जो उनके behaviors और actions हैं और जो आपके behaviors और actions हैं. You just need to simply compare and start working on acquiring those, start working on developing those behaviors and taking those consistent actions in your life so that you have a result. This result will give you a strong, compelling reason to work towards it every single day. And this is going to define your vision of your life, which is very, very important today, which is very important. When there is too much of darkness in the society, in the environment, a vision can give us that burning torch, which can help us move in the right direction. Now, moving ahead. Once we are moving in the right direction or in the wrong direction, maybe what we have started is we are taking certain actions and we are moving towards it. Now, what is going to happen? There will be a lot of events in our life, and event is a definition of a simple event is anything and everything that happens in a whole day. Maybe when we are preparing for a day, we are doing, we are taking a shower, getting ready, we are taking a breakfast, we are making a report of what we need to do, we are making a to-do list, anything and everything we do in a single day, while having a time with a child, having time with the team, review with the team, managing people, whatever small bits and pieces happens in our life, all these individually are called events. And what defines the result of every event is the power of choice. Only one power. This is the greatest power given to us. This is the greatest power given to the humans to decide their fate, to decide their destiny. The one power they have in their hand every single time, which can define the results. It is in our hand whether we want to be a good listener or not, a good student or not, a good manager or not, a good leader or not, a good wife or a husband or not, a good father or not. It is always our choice. And our choices defines the results, not the event. Event is an external thing. Maybe we have a control, maybe we don't have a control, but we always have a control on our choices. And I want to give you one simple formula for that. Create this grid and define certain important events of your life. And with every event, try to evaluate 3 choices. And once you evaluate 3 choices, on the third column, write down what is the result you are expecting and try to match with which choice your results can be achieved. What happens when you have 3 choices and you eliminate 2 choices and select one? This gives you a strong power and confirmation and confidence in your mind. When you have 2 choices, it is always a confusion. Sometimes it may be right or wrong, but your mind will always be in a doubtful situation. कि यार वो ले लेते या ऐसा कर लेते, ऐसा कर लेते या ऐसा कर लेते. Whenever we have 2 choices, there could be a lot of confusions. But when we have 3 choices and with the expected result, we try to map which choices can support us in getting the expected results, and we focus on that and eliminate the 2 choices. We are in a better position with better confidence to do and go ahead and take right actions. So how many of you commit to me that you will consciously make effort through this grid of having or choosing the right choices for getting the right results? Tell me. I commit. Thank you. Say, I commit. Great. Wow, great. Thank you. Moving ahead. Now we have completed another set of 4 principles, and I want to highlight them one more time. Managing the game of decision and time. Quality of your life is the quality of your communication. Creating a life blueprint. And power of choices. I want to know, out of these 4, which is that one principle you are going to apply immediately, and that can have a wonderful impact in your life. Wow. 6, 7, power of choice. Great. Great. 9 is still left. Narendra ji. Okay, great. Decision and time, creating a blueprint. 6. Okay, great. Thank you. Good, good, good. Thank you. Let's move ahead now. So today, all of us are dealing with people around us, are dealing with, be it in a family, be it in a professional environment, be it in a friend circle, be it in a social circle. We are dealing with people around us. And today, this Corona time, this impact has made us realize the power of right people or great people around us, because people have, people around us were the real support or the real strength in this tough time for most of us. And I also can tell you with various examples how people, each other, have supported. Today, I want to tell you 8 great qualities of people around us. Be it your family members, be it your colleagues, be it your bosses, be it your friend circle, anybody. You just consider them here and then evaluate on these 8 aspects. There are 8 attributes which these people will show you at different times, and what outcome you can expect if you empower them, if you motivate them in these 8 aspects. I want to know what you can expect from people if you start believing in them. What is going to impact, or what they will, what expectation you, or they will believe on you. Great. So if you believe in them, what is the outcome you can expect? If you believe in people around you, what expectation you can have from them? Mutual trust. Reverse. Great. Trust. Great. They will give better results. Great. Trust. I want to now, what outcome you can expect if you show the people the right way when they are in a challenging situation or struggling to find out something, and you show them the right way. What is going to happen? They'll learn. Great. They'll have, yes, we can earn respect, mentorship, love. Wonderful. What if you love them more than ever you have loved them in this time? What expectation or what outcome you can expect if you love them more? They will believe, they will trust, they'll be loyal, they will love even more. Great. What if you make consistent and conscious effort in knowing them better every single day? How it is going to impact? Know them personally, professionally, improve understanding. Great. What if you become a good teacher for them? You teach them the right things in the right way. You can lead and guide properly, better outcome. Teach them. What if, better outcome, what if you trust them more? You show them that you trust them. Loyalty, better leaders by sharing knowledge. Great. Empowered, feeling of a mentor. What if you help them expand? What if you help them expand? How it is going to impact? Growth, satisfaction. Great. Make future leaders. Wow, great. And last but not the least, what if you give them all great opportunities? What if you give them opportunities to lift them? You give them opportunities to move ahead. Confidence. Great. Wow. I'm really, really happy with your responses. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. Now, I want to give you these crux. So if you believe in them, what will happen? They will encourage risk. If you believe in them, they will help you encourage your risk factor. If you show them the right way, they will build respect. If you love them, that will strengthen your bond and relationship with them. If you know them better, that will personalize the development, their, and the organization. What if you teach them? It will enhance growth. In growth in the right perspective, growth in the right framework, and for the right cause and right purpose. If you trust them, they will develop loyalty. If you expand them, they will provide you more challenges and help you and organization grow better, faster. And finally, if you lift them, that will ensure great results. This is how you need to deal with people around you. Isn't it an amazing discovery? Yes or no? Did you like this concept? Yes or no? Great. Now, moving ahead, I want your commitment. I want your commitment that you will take a picture of this and you will start working on these 8 aspects. You will start working on these 8 aspects to make sure that you get the best out of people around you and support them, empower them, be a mentor to them, and let them be your mentor. And let's create a wonderful community. Great, thank you. Say, I commit. Wonderful. Moving ahead. Now, let me ask you this simple question. What if I give you a red glass? You know, the first, the glasses. If I give you a red glass to wear, what you will see more, what colors or things? Yes, everything red. Yes, great. अगर आप रेड कलर का चश्मा पहनते हैं तो आपको ज्यादा चीजें किस कलर की दिखेंगी? Mixture of colors, red more. Yes, versions of red, and I'll see red of everything. What if it is green? Green world, yes. What if it is blue? What if it is blue? Everything is a blue. Great, thank you. So I think you got my point. Now, why I am referring to these glasses? Because we all, as a human being, as a performer, need to understand that if we really want to be happy and successful in our personal and professional life, and we want to peak perform in every areas of our life, we need to understand and embrace the colored glass syndrome, that every individual has a different glass. Somebody is looking at one thing from a red perspective, and somebody is looking from a blue perspective. Somebody is looking from a gold perspective. Somebody is looking from a green perspective. Every individual, based on their learnings, skills, experience, upbringing, parenting, schooling, friend circles, they have the way they operate things. They have their own world in which they operate things. They have their own world of understanding, knowledge, and experience. If we want to grow, we want to grow with people, we need support of people around us, be it personal life or professional life. We need to understand and embrace that every person has a colored glass, and we need to understand their colored glass. We need to understand the world from their colored glass and try to combine, try to relate with them and align with them based on their colored glass, not forcing our colored glass on them. So what is the conclusion? That not everyone wears the same colored glass, and each sees different things from the same circumstances. And we need to understand and embrace this situation. We need to accept and embrace. So again, this is also related to the same concept of insanity, that what we perceive and experience is real. If we just remove the insanity in our life, and if we start accepting and understanding people, the way they operate, the way their world operate, it is going to be a very beautiful world. And I have experienced it multiple times, working as a trainer, a consultant, a coach in different organizations with different wonderful business leaders like you all. So this is a very, very important understanding. Accept and understand people, the way they operate, and deal with them accordingly. Now, I'm going to share with you now the last principle, which is mastering the colored brain communication model. It's a scientific way of understanding people. It's a research model called colored brain. So if you really want to go in depth about it, I will share the website link. You can go through the link. But what happens, I will just help you understand what is colored brain communication model and why you need to master it. Now, I want to ask you one question before I begin the understanding. What if you are able to understand people around you in the way they operate their world, the way they interpret things? What if you are able to understand their colored glasses and the way they understand, interpret things around them? What if you are able to delegate the right work to the person who is rightly aligned to that? What if you are able to get a team of the right structured and right mindset people based on understanding their colored brain, their model of operating the world? If somebody is good in Excels, if somebody is good in reporting and you are giving them a task of reporting, if somebody is good in creative ideas and and a kind of a go-getter attitude, you are aligning the task according to that his ability, his mindset. What if you are able to align people with the way they operate things, how it is going to impact in your life? If you are able to align people with the right mindset they operate with their framework, with their understanding their colored glasses, how it is going to impact your personal and professional life. Great and desired results, what we expect, yes. More synchronized. Synergy for success, great. Alignment is right, great, thank you. What if you know who needs to be with you in your team, aligning to your thought process and the way you operate? Wonderful, peak performance, great. So what happens in Colored Brain? I want to give you just an overview of this. And today, because of the Skill India movement, and we really want to give you, this is a complete psychometric assessment. Viren has taken this initiative that after I make you understand this model, and you really want to go deep dive into it and understanding how you operate as an individual, in depth, understanding the way you communicate things around, and what is your Colored Brain communication model, and how you need to align with different communication model, people with different communication identity. You can get that assessment done at a very, very subsidized rate. So post this webinar, you all will receive an email where the link will be shared with you. And thanks to Viren for taking this initiative and getting it done. So now I would like to help you understand what happens. Each color, there are 4 different colors: red, blue, purple, and green in this Colored Brain communication model. And each color represents a different understanding, different characteristics of an individual, different behaviors of an individual, and you will be able to align right people through all these, understanding these different characteristics. So each color has a unique way to perceive information and world around them. And then each color has a unique process. Very, very important point to understand, that each color has a unique process to make the sense of what they experience. I might see certain things and I have a different experience. Somebody else see it in a different way. And that is where it can be called as a maturity, it can be called as an intelligence, it can be called as an experience. But there is a unique process of how different people make sense of their experiences. Now, each color has a unique way to form structures, conclusions, barriers, and solutions. So this operate in 3 ways: perception, process, and formulation. So you will understand different perspective of human power and human intelligence. Now, for example, let's understand one of the great characteristics of a red brain. A red brain needs a lot of structure and clarity to take any action. There will be certain people in your organization, or maybe you could one of them, that who need structure to achieve clarity. They need clarity to act. They will not take action unless they have great clarity in their life. And clarity is a product of structuring and cross-referencing facts. They will gather a lot of information before taking any action. They will be very structured individuals, taking information, evaluating them, and then taking action. Then there will be certain greens in your life, in your personal and professional life. For them, nothing is connected. They will be full of energy, full of life. They just want to take actions. They don't need too much of clarity. What they do, for getting clarity, they will try to act, and from their actions they will take conclusions and references and understanding, and they will keep on acting, and they see a bigger picture. They always get fascinated and motivated by a bigger picture. There will be people who will be characterized as purple. Now, who will be those purple? For them, everything is connected in their life through data and details. They will combine all the information which they have and create options, and then act on the best option. Sometimes they take too much time in interpreting things, in taking actions, that people think that they are not confident, that they are not efficient. But these people create the real scientists. Most of the scientists in our countries are purple brain. They take a lot of data and details, and they align, create best options out of this, and then start working on the best options. Finally, there is somebody who is blue. They have an active access to subconscious experience that support acute awareness of surrounding. Action is interlaced with feelings. They are somebody, for them, actions are related to feeling. For most of their decisions and actions in their life, it is related to feeling. And the best part about them are they are strong multitasker. Most of these elements, these brains are not great multitasker, but the blue is a wonderful and a great multitasker. So once you start understanding, this is just one piece of information. There is a great report which you can generate for yourself and for people around, and you can achieve the great clarity. Once you have the great clarity, you know that green can be aligned to sales. So for marketing, a purple can be aligned for strategizing, a red can be aligned for daily operations, a blue can be organized when creating harmony in the organization. All these things, all different understandings will create a better. So there are different perspectives, and if you want to know more, you can go to the website called coloredbrain.com. This will give you a complete analysis, and we will be sharing the link with you. So dear friends, once you have the clarity, what happens? You will take right actions, more great actions in your life. Self seems to be a purple and a blue combo. Great, 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 great. So each color takes action in accordance with their own system of achieving clarity. If one has all colors, he is fit to be a CEO. Rajiv ji, all of us have all the colors, but there is one dominating, or there could be a combination of two. But all of us have all colors. So somebody who was like a full of, कोई ऐसा था जो कॉलेज लाइफ तक बहुत मस्ती करता था, नॉन सीरियस था, बट जैसे ही वो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आया, जब उसके ऊपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आई, या उसकी when we get into a marriage mode, when we have a son or a kid, daughter, what happens? Suddenly we start feeling more responsible, and we start acting more responsible. So these colored brains also gets changed over a period of time. Some domination, some environment creates changes, but there is a dominating one which always dominate at one time. Out there could be a combo. If one has all colors, he's a fit for a CEO. Yes, it can be one example, but it could be a combination. Very good learning session. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vishwasji. Okay, so now, yes, I already told you, as a goodwill gesture from Viren Singh Rathore and the complete team of Challenging Horizon, you will get this complete detailed report if you want a very subsidized rate, which can be shared with you on this email. So how many of you will commit to me that you will understand people around you better? You will understand their natural processing, the way they process information better, and then align people in the right way. Say, I commit. Wow, great. Okay, great, 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 great. Thank you so much. Now coming to the end part. I want to know. I don't want to leave you with just learning. I want some actions to happen, because unless we take actions, we will not get results. So now tell me, what are the top 3 learnings that will immediately impact your personal life? Personal life. Top 3 learnings from today's session, which is going to impact your personal life. Accepting the people the way they are. Very good. Thank you, Angad. Set goals. Live blueprint. Great, Mohammed. Making better decisions. Okay, great. Quality of communication. Wonderful. Focus on reasoning. Attribute and outcome model. Great. Very good. Thinking and reasoning. Very good. See, every one of us have a different way of understanding things, and we have a different way of interpreting. Wonderful. I'm really, really happy with your responses. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to all of you for all this. Now, quickly tell me your top 3 learnings or top 1 learning which can create an immediate impact in your professional life. Quickly, 1 learning which can impact your professional life. Thoughts are the drivers. Wow, great. Great. So today we have discussed 11 principles, and believe you me, my dear friends, if you just understand these 11 principles, if you make sure that you consistently work on 1, 2, 3 principles and slowly start evolving and try to work on these 11 principles, I can assure you a transformation in your life. I can assure you a great transformation in your life. Now, I have something great to offer you today. What impact do you feel these kind of learning? This is just a piece of an information from the world of directive communication. Could you recap P1 to P4? I will do that. I will do that. Once, let me just complete this. So I want to know, what impact do you feel this in-depth learning of these principles or related principles can have an impact in your life in next 3 to 5 years? If you get the right framework, if you get an in-depth understanding of each element in a detailed manner, how it is going to impact your life? Good, positive mindset, satisfaction, more direction, more, oh great, more success. Somebody are writing me personally, privately also, okay. Growth and success, you become a good leader, positivity, professional growth, wonderful. So today, I am going to make an amazing offer for you and your organization. How many of you really want to know? Say BIO, bring it on. If you're really interested in knowing what I have today to offer to you. And something really amazing, I'm going to share it with you. And this is an honor, or rather, this is a kind of an expertise which we have in India. Okay, great. Okay. So we are launching, or we are offering, rather, not launching, we are offering the #3 leadership, personal mastery leadership program in the world, stated by global gurus, called the Hero's Way. You can, if you really want to know the source, global gurus, you go to the global gurus and top leadership programs in the world. The 3rd leadership, personal mastery leadership program called the Hero's Way, developed by Arthur F. Karmazi, who is amongst one of the top 10 leadership guru in the world. Fortunately, me and Viren both are certified by Arthur Karmazi. I have been practicing directive communication psychology and its principles for last 11 years in our country, and I am the world's youngest trainer who got certified in this psychology, and I'm amongst the elite group of now certified trainers. So this program we are offering to organizations who really want, because this is completely based on peak performance, human psychology. It has nothing to do with those typical jargons, or it can be customized for managers, it can be customized for leaders, and this program will set the right foundation for the next level of human transformation in your life and in your organization. This is going to be a great program. If you really want to know more, I want to just give you a brief understanding. Just a second. Okay, so okay, I want to just share the screen one more time. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so this is about the leadership program, where the model, just a second, where this complete model will start from how you understand different demons which is there in your life, how you eradicate fear and implement courage, how you can create an environment from low motivation to people working in process, how from being average you create a new vision for your people, how you will motivate people for high initiatives, high trust, high cooperation, and create a responsible environment within your ecosystem and culture, how you make people making more people act more proactively and make people more responsible, how you will develop great leaders in that organization. Now, what is going to happen as an outcome? This is going to happen as an outcome. You will be able, through this program, what people have got in last 12 years or 13 years of existence of human Hero's Way, people have developed a greater ability to communicate objectives clearly. People have developed the ability to have a next level of leadership abilities and skills. People have developed ability to inspire others to perform at their peak. They have developed the level of trust and personal effectiveness. And the biggest change which this program has got or brought in the life of people around is we have been able to achieve a behavior of blame to accountability, from fear of change to proactive change, from low motivation to working with purpose, from self-focused to working with purpose and working with group, with process focused to objective focused, from mediocrity to successfulness, from victim to heroes. And that is how we create a leadership like the Heroes Way program. This is going to be really a great discovery and journey for most of the people who want to really create an impact, because this is the time where we all need to really strive and thrive. And before closing, I want to give you my closing statement. And how many of you really want to know more about how Heroes Way can impact in you, in your personal life and your organization? Let me know. If you want to know more, type yes. Just type me or type yes quickly. If you really want to know more and you really want to know the detailed proposal of how Heroes Way operate, it's a wonderful detailed program which we can share details with you. Type yes, and my team will be coordinating with you. Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great. And to be very honest, I personally feel proud sometimes. Me and Viren, we sometimes feel proud that today the program, which was just one of the program 11 years back when we started executing, is today's rated as one of the top 3 personal mastery and leadership program in the world. Vishwas, this is a last slide for you. And I just want everyone, this is my last comments and statements for you. Always remember that you were not an accident. There was not an accident happened and you got produced. You were not mass produced. You were not an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specially gifted, lovingly positioned on the earth by the master craftsman. This is one life we have got. We need to explore each and every potential we have. We need to master the art of life. We need to master the art of skills. We need to learn a lot of skills, because this is one life. There is a lot to be achieved. We can't go and start feeling that we are not resourceful. We can't go and blame people for other things. We can't, we need to understand that we all are the beautiful gift of God on this planet, and we need to act accordingly. Last commitment I want from all of you. Commit to me that you will believe in yourself, that you are a very special gift on this planet, and you will start acting accordingly. Say, I commit. Quickly say, I commit. Commit to me, because you start believing more in yourself, start working as a beautiful gift, and you will see wonders happening in your life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, I would like you to quickly, okay, great. Viren?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So now, my last request to everyone. I want all of you to quickly just help me with now the last question is, what is that fun word which is coming in your mind right now as a feedback, as a learning, as an experience of this program? What is that one word which is coming in your mind? Quickly, what is that one word that is coming in your mind for this program? Wow, great. Implementable, soothing. Wow. Thank you so much. It gives us and our mission more encouragement. Wow, great. Thank you. Flawless, engaging, high threshold. Thank you. I would like, Viren, you to share your slide and do the official closure.
Sure. So firstly, thank you, Anshul, for creating such a high energy. And I think and during these times, and as rightly mentioned, that thinking process, it's at time it's very good as a process, but at time it is a very dangerous process also, because thinking, you don't have a control on the thoughts which comes to you. Like there could be some news you are watching and something will trigger in your mind and it will direct you to certain actions. See, the best part is, as a human being, we have a control to channelize our actions and direction through these kind of a learning. So thank you, Anshul, for bringing this insight in the session, and creating this awareness about how people can achieve personal mastery, which can in turn definitely not only help them to grow professionally but also at a personal level. So thank you once again, Anshul, for creating such a wonderful session. uh, as a gesture, we'll be sharing this recording to each one of you, but I have a very very selfish motive in this, and all I wanted, a very small favor from all of you, is in the chat box. There is this link. Go on this link and write a small review about what you feel about this program. This will encourage us to reach out to more people. Since we are in a digital era, it is allowing us to interact with you, and you are joining from different part of country, and this will also help people to connect with us. So do comment, share your reviews on this link, and we will definitely share the recording of this session. Whatever links whatever reviews we are going to get, doesn't matter. If you don't like the session, please write a bad review. We are absolutely okay, and so it will allow us to improve from our point of view. But share your reviews, share what you feel about the program, and each review will be sharing the recordings, exclusive recording of this session for you, because at time it become really difficult to retain all the information in 90 minutes. So that's a small request from my side. If you can do that, that would be a great help to us. So with that, we are just closing the session, and as Anshul shared that there is a larger program, and larger program where if you wish to, there is no compulsion, there is no push. If you wish to learn more, this is an option which is available, where we are going to share these insight in a rapid learning format, which will also give you some tools which will for a rapid implementation. So if you share that, Anshula, share a couple of tools. We have more insightful tools which can help you to create personal mastery for yourself, which can help you to get professional success. And this will definitely a virtual session, similar to what you're experiencing right now. And it will be a very focused session. The duration of the sessions and all those details you'll get in your email. These are the three modes where you can attend this session. One is live session, which we are starting our batch from 20th November, 20th September, and we'll be sharing you a link. If you wish to join for the live batch, you can definitely register from that link. If you wish to see get the pre-recorded videos of these sessions, that is also possible. There's another link. Just click on that link, and we'll be able to share the pre-recorded videos, because a lot of people are have a different time zones. They are working in different time zones. It become very difficult for them to come for a live session for a longer duration. So we have also created pre-recorded sessions, and that also at a subsidized price. If you wish to join, you can definitely join that. Third is, if you I can see a lot of you are from your organization, and if you wish to conduct this session exclusively in your organization, you can just write back on the mail which you're going to receive shortly, and we'll be able to create a customized session for your team member, for your organization. So these are the three modes. And if you along with the sessions, what we are doing, we are also giving each participant 2 personal coaching sessions with Anshul, which will be in a one-to-one mode, which can help you to create more customized, more personalized success journey for you. So that's all from my side. And post this webinar also, once you are a part of our sessions, you'll get a lot of reading materials. You'll be part of an exclusive group where we share information to all the learners who have been associated with us in the form of videos, ebooks, email support, and there are various speakers which we keep on bringing on our panel to get you access to this rich knowledge in a more simplified format. So that's what all from my side. And if there is any questions you want to exclusively ask, another 5 minutes we'll be able to answer any questions. If you have, just type your questions in the chat box and we'll be able to answer that. And if you don't want to chat, just simply unmute yourself and ask the question. We'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions.
Viren, before anyone asks any question, I have something to say. Last word. Can you please just turn off the slide?
Sure. I'll do that.
Okay, so one more question now. If you are happy, as you have already mentioned there, you all are. You have all got some great learning. So as now, you can ask me as a teacher, as a trainer, coach, anything you want to say to me, or as a friend. I want one thing from you. I want to see you. It's been 90 minutes. I want to see you. Let's just open your videos for at least. Yeah, great. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you. That's going to be an amazing one, because, we all need to inspire each other. And thank you so much. Yes, I'm giving you time to turn on. Yeah, great. We all are.
Thanks a lot.
So,
Excellent, sir. Thank you.
okay,
Nice
can
to
I
see
ask
you.
other people? Nice to see you all here. Thank you so much. And I really I am a person who want to live the life of a moment. And I really want to capture those moments, because this is all which makes me resourceful. And now when I see you, I know that I was talking to a live audience. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I would love to work with each one of you. Let's create this community and support each other in the growth. Can I have a thumbs up? Quickly, can I have a thumbs up? Yeah, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, open to questions. And if you really want to share your feelings, your experience about the program, please go ahead and do that. I'll be grateful.
Any questions you want to ask, do share your questions.
Yes.
Just simply unmute yourself and ask. And if you want to write,
I'm sorry, because of one of my meeting, I missed the first around 15-20 minutes. So will it be possible for you to share
Yes.
the review of this particular session?
Yes. You just simply have to go on the link, review us. Good, bad, ugly. We are open for all the reviews. We'll share the recordings with you. Definitely.
Yeah, I have already done the review.
Sure.
Okay.
You
possible
soon
just
you will
send me
get
the-
a recording of this session. Moment we close, we'll upload the recording and share it with you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Good. Any other, your feedback, Somnath Goswamiji?
No, this was a really wonderful session. I have attended so many training physically on virtual platform, but this is a really wonderful session.
Which part of the city you are from, Somnathji?
I'm from Kolkata.
From
Kolkata.
Kolkata.
Yeah.
Kolkata. And I would love you to introduce yourself to the audience.
I am with Godrej and Boysha Manufacturing Company Limited. I am regional head for one of the wing of interior division, that is audio visual services.
Wow, great. Okay, can I have some words from other people?
Any questions? Any sharing?
Yeah, any questions? Any sharing quickly?
Another 3 minutes, we'll officially close this.
Chiranjeev Singh Bediji, your picture seems that you are actually looking at me, but you are not looking at me. Okay. Video issues, no issues.
So
okay, Indrani.
Yeah.
I think good to go.
Thank you so much, and people who have joined from Facebook live also. Thank you so much for attending. It means a lot of you investing your time with us, 90 minutes, and we'll be coming up with more such sessions every Tuesday and every Friday. We bring up new sessions for you, so that the learning should not stop, because this is the best investment on which the returns are in your hand. The more you apply, it's directly proportional to the returns what you're getting. So whichever way you want to consume the knowledge, do consume and do take actions, because your actions will help you to move forward in your professional and personal success. So with that, thank you so much. I officially close this session. Look forward all of you for other sessions.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Take
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.